Hi, this is Kumar Singh from Design Analytics LLC, and you're watching another episode of Tuesday Trivia. Well, the question, the answer to which we will explore in this episode is AI a functional product or is it an innovative product? And the answer is Sadapon. It depends. Now, because this is not a yes or no answer, so there's a need to discuss why I say it depends. If you were ever a supply chain student or you went to a business school, you probably read a Harvard Business School case study by Marshall Fisher, which was about how supply chains, the planning aspect and the supply chain design in many cases also need to be around the type of product, right? And his idea of product categorization was functional or innovative product, right? So if you think about a functional product, CPG, consumer packaged goods products would be considered a functional product. Innovative product, you can say an iPhone is an innovative product. So from that perspective, right, if you think about the first answer that should come to your mind is that AI is definitely Gen AI. If you be more specific, Gen AI should definitely be a innovative product. But in my opinion, it's not. So let's try to understand why. Well, first of all, when we are thinking about products, right, from whether they are functional or innovative, and these two broad categories actually do not apply exclusively like in a siloed way. They still do for many products, like a can of soup will always remain a functional product. For many products are kind of now in a gray area. But if you think about these products, like all this product planning, supply chain planning, or any other strategic planning around these products are to ensure that you sell these products. Businesses exist to make money, right? So every planning, every idea eventually within the ethical boundaries and regulations and other things need to basically focus to generate shareholder value, to make money. So from that perspective, right, if you think about generative AI, right, there are so many tools in the market these days that are doing the same thing, and you have to kind of take into account that most of these tools have free versions, right? So anybody who has access to internet, right, who has a smartphone, for example, has access to these tools, right? And that makes it a very functional product, right? Because even though the smartphone on which these apps are being used are kind of innovative, the app itself within that realm becomes a functional product, can be downloaded by anyone, you don't have to pay, and there are now various competing apps available, right, that can be downloaded and used for the same purpose, right? But then we know that there is this lot of innovative work and research and development that has gone into developing these products. So isn't calling these products functional kind of insulting, like belittling all that work that has gone into developing these products? And that's why I don't think they are functional products. But they are not entirely innovative as well, unless we want them to, right? I saw this came across in my LinkedIn feed, and this is a good way to think about the functional versus innovative debate when it comes to Gen AI, right? Because like I said, any product, whether it's software or actually a hard tangible product with a hard form factor, whether it's a phone or whether it's a brick, right? Everything is out there to make money, right? So you have to, when you are thinking about that, you have to kind of chart a path where you may have to actually pitch the product both as a functional and innovative product, and in some cases somewhere on the borderline, right? So these different tiers of subscriptions, there is a free version to these tools, then there's a paid, and then there is a pro version, right? So all these tiers, and I am not sure like how these tiers vary because I have not used all the tiers of some of these products, but they are basically a very good example of how a functional product or how a product can be both functional and innovative at the same time, right? So the underlying core aspect is kind of functional when everybody has free access to it, but it has some rich and powerful capabilities that probably get unlocked in higher versions, in more powerful versions, paid versions, pro versions, right? And at that point it starts becoming an innovative product that is very, I would say, significantly in some sense differentiated from the functional version of the product, right? Now from a money making point of view, the path that companies need to chart is to gyrate more towards the innovative side, right? Because more innovative the product, the higher premium you can charge. So you have to take a step back and look at the beauty of it. Like at the core, it's a technology that has come into existence because of a lot of R&D, but still there is a functional version to it, right? But the same product, right, can be transformed into an innovative product, and there is a scale, and actually that scale can go all the way to the very right towards the innovative side to create some really innovative products that do not exist, right? And as you move towards the innovative side, that's where you charge more premium, make more money. So the point is, though you want to increase the subscribers, right? If you want to keep on increasing the app users, you have to kind of have a game plan in mind, as in how you are going to tap into that user base. You need to have some data on the demographics from many different perspectives of that user base to understand how much functional do I need to keep that product, how do I differentiate in that bucket, and how much energy do I put in there considering my significant revenue ask, and how do I basically make the product more innovative in other customer segments. Well, I hope you found the episode useful. The summary of the answer is that it's upon the creativity of the company, right? The solution designers, the solution architects, the engineers, and the marketeers, right? To basically position the same product in many different forms, kind of covering the gamut of functional all the way to innovative product. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you again on Thursday.